says new research paints a dire picture of eviction in America. A new study shows that the disproportionate burden of evictions on Black Americans. And this is as of yesterday, so this is not old, okay? Shout out to whoever's getting evicted here. Good luck to those people. Despite making up a small portion of all American renters, why do all the articles start like that? They be saying, y'all, you niggas don't make up much of the damn population, okay? Because that's what that means. Woo, child. Let me stop because I'm not trying to have nobody come through and tell me that I'm effing racist, even though they're going to do it any daggone way. That might be me out there on that floor. Anyway, Black people make up more than half of eviction filings in the country. Damn, not the country, y'all. What the hell? What the hell? Shit. According to a study released this week by Princeton University's Eviction Lab, researchers Researchers synthesize census data. They did that on purpose. And court records to get a better overview of who exactly gets evicted in America. The study shows Black women with children evicted at a rate 3 times higher than white women with children. We just be over here lying, just making stuff up. So are we going to count who is it? Princeton University's Eviction Lab, or are we just going to say that they lying? Are we going to trust Princeton, or are we just going to say that they lying? The study shows Black women with children evicted at a rate 3 times higher than white women with children. Landlords threaten Black women with eviction at a higher rate, 4 times higher than their white counterparts. Exactly. You already know. If I'm not racist, then I don't know who is.
The racism that you're experiencing and the struggle to make ends meet actually means the diet don't work for you the same.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't Black.
Okay, that's all I gotta say. You ain't Black. Woo! All right, this is an enormous fair housing issue that could be addressed with policy at the federal level and at the state level, said Pete. The Fair Housing Act was signed into law in '68 to limit discrimination in the housing market by prohibiting landlords and mortgage lenders from denying housing to tenants based on factors like race, gender, and ability. Despite eliminating barriers for Black Americans seeking housing, it provides no legal protection for those being evicted. Oh, it really is racist, okay? Shortly after C-19 in 2020, Congress placed a moratorium on evictions through the CARES Act, followed by the eviction moratorium issued by the CDC. Each moratorium led to a notable decline in evictions. Well, damn, if nobody had to pay for anything, I bet it did. Woo! Come on now, y'all. Who wrote this? But according to Nick Gratz, the lead researcher on the study, ever since those policies have expired, eviction rates have started to resemble pre-pandemic numbers. Every renter is vulnerable to eviction. A sudden health issue in your family, a car crash, or any unexpected problem can snowball into an eviction, he said. But the fact is, different groups have different means of handling emergencies, and we shouldn't leave that to, well, who has money in their savings account for an emergency, when we can point to the root causes like the racial wealth gap in the United States. So, this man sounds like one of those social justice advocates, okay? And I don't have a problem with discussing the wealth gap. I really don't, okay? But what we also need to understand, recognize, talk to, speak to, and stop acting like it don't exist is that there are some people who put themselves in these type of situations purposely. Now, what I'm saying is, how many times we got to sit here talking about it don't make sense to be a single baby mom? I'm a single mom. I'm a single mom. Y'all already know. But y'all, not y'all, want to go around here and listen to damn Ebony K. Williams, follow what the hell the people you see on the daggone blogs and famous people and what they do. You think you can do it, then your ass end up with a kid you don't want, with a man that don't want you, and then it's crusty, dusty, musty, rusty's fault. And you over here living in squalor up on the damn TV talking about I'm living with Ratatouille and all his fuzzy friends. And then you think we supposed to sit around here and be, oh my God, with empathy and sympathy. We need all the story before we sit up here and give up any empathy and sympathy. And I can only think of one time off the top of my head where I had any outside of the kids, because y'all, the kids, it's not their fault until they turn into a gremlin and then all bets is off. Okay. I don't care if it's 11. I don't care if it's 6. I don't care if it's 17. If you do something crazy and you're doing adult things and you ain't got no business doing it, I can't have no empathy for you. I'm sorry. That's your mama fault. I ain't got no problem with saying it. Blame your mama. All right. Shout out to Coonley. Thank you so much for the support. He said, I second Blade's statement. Michon is racist.
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump and you ain't black.
Yeah, you already know. I'm a pick me mammy, small penis, transgender. Oh, Lord. Anyway, where are we at? According to the study, children make up 40% of all people threatened by eviction, with 1 in every 5 Black children under the age of 5 living in a household where landlords have filed for eviction. It's not the kids' fault, okay? The whole process can disrupt their lives in so many ways, said Sarah, the lawyer. She defends hundreds of tenants each month from eviction in Durham, North Carolina. She says that most of her clients are Black mothers, some of whom she has had to represent more than once. I wonder if that's racism, child. More than once? Is that racism too? Woo! Anywho. Evictions bring burdensome costs to already economically strained families, such as attorney's fees, fees for securing a new property, and money to replace belongings. Families may also risk losing pay when having to take time off from work to attend court. According to D'Amato, it is incredibly destabilizing for a child. I would agree, okay? Please speak to their damn parents, okay? You can easily get behind 1 month and you can't catch up. 4 weeks later, you're padlocked out of your house, and thus the cycle begins. Oh, so Michaela wrote it. This is Michaela, y'all. Hey, Michaela. So I know with the victimhood mentality, shout out to the stream the other day about slavery with Colin Kaepernick and the Olympic person. We already know it's everybody else's fault. Oh my God, it's not right. It's not fair. What you doing? Racism, white supremacy, discrimination, and racism. Okay. It can't be about choices. And again, and when I'm being serious right now, I understand that there is racism. I understand that there are people that don't like other people. Child, I don't think anybody like anybody these days, okay? But at the end of the day, we got to do what we can do to make sure that we don't put ourselves in an unnecessary situation, especially when you know daggone well that you can't do it your damn self. Why we continue to have all these damn kids knowing daggone well that ain't nobody taking care of them, and or you're not putting them in the right places, they ain't growing up in the right spaces, and they turn around and they're terrorizing your damn neighborhood, i.e. Chicago, whether they want to go ahead and admit it or not right now, while they mad at Felipe and them. Start at home first, and then you can do something about anywhere else. You know, Negroes, you colors is all over the place, and you don't want to listen to nobody, all right? And that's why if you go on TV or you going to be in these articles, we're going to talk about you. Because somebody got to start understanding, recognizing, and seeing what's going on. This is October the 11th, and we are, I'm including myself, at a top of evictions, which we already knew, and we already knew it was single mothers with children, but y'all want to continue to sit around here and lie about what is true. This is new information and it remains the same. So where is the racism there? If you ain't paying the rent, whose fault is that? How is that racist? Everybody's supposed to just give you a pass. That's what we're saying right now? Come on now. We ain't got time. Anyway, moving on, child. We already.
We do not care